is going to come up, and then you just going to say open, and then it's going to still open your command prompt like this. And then after this has come up, can you guys see my screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So now after this has come up, and then you're going to type here Java, and then dash version, like that. And then you press enter, and then it will show you which Java version that has been installed on your computer. For me, it's Java 18 that is installed. Then for you guys, should be almost the same, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Java 18. Mine was installed long time back, see, 2022. So you can check if your computer has got the same. Just observe. So here it shows you that Java has been installed, and there's in Java version, and then which is a Java SB runtime environment, and then it's for 64-bit server. See, so now even if we are typing, if this doesn't show on your computer, which means Java wasn't installed properly. Can you see that? If that doesn't show on your computer, which means your Java wasn't installed. Do you guys get that? Hello? Guys, are we together?
Mr. Tizi.
Sorry?
Afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. The link that you gave us yesterday, I don't know if it's just me or what, but when I followed that link, it took me to a login, like a sign-in page, and then
Yes.
so now on that step, I had to create an account, and when I did that, it completed the process of signing in and creating that account. Yeah. So now I'm inside. I don't know where to go to download the.
Okay, just go back and click on the link again, and then this time it will lead you directly to where you're supposed to. Don't like when you are in there, don't worry about being in, just leave that page, then go back on the link, don't close that page, just just open a new tab, and then go and click on that link again, and then this time it will allow you to actually download without having to go through the sign in again, because already you have signed in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now just leave that side and then open a new tab, and then click on that link or paste that link on that new tab, then press enter, and then you can simply download from there.
Oh, no, actually, it's okay. Let me do, because it's making me sign in again. It doesn't take me straight to downloading, but okay, now it's downloading. So when I click sign in, it just downloads automatically.
Yeah, it's supposed to automatically download.
Mr. Dizzy.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
Okay,
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I was having problems in Miss Mangaliso. So mine, it did download the Java. So I installed it, but now I can't be able to find it. So where can I find it?
It's supposed to be on your downloads.
On my downloads.
Yeah, supposed to go on your downloads.
Yeah, it is there.
It's there.
Yeah, so how will I know that is installed? It's like I've
The same
been
way,
trying to follow
here.
up your
I'm
steps.
showing you. Sorry?
Okay.
The same way that I've been showing you, like that thing that I showed you, and then that you go on command prompt, and then on command prompt, and then let me again.
Oh, okay, Mr. TC.
Okay, okay, back to and then one prompt, then you're going to type Java, and then version, something like that. Java version. Do you see that? And then when you type Java version and then you press enter, and then you can see that Java was installed. If Java is not installed, and then it will tell you here. It will not find any Java version. That is how you know that you didn't install Java. Tsepo, and then I'll come to Matomi.
Also, that's what I wanted to ask. You're saying if it's not installed, it will say it doesn't recognize Java. Then?
Yeah, it won't recognize Java, which means it didn't install properly. Your command prompt won't find it, because when you call this Java command here, it will not find it. You see this? I just typed Java, and then when I run this Java command, it will do this, because I just typed Java here, and then it will do this. See that? So here it basically tells me that Java is installed, all the libraries are here, everything that I need to check. So if you run Java command, it doesn't give you this, and it tells you that it is not recognized, which means Java has not been installed on your computer. Am I making sense?
So can I share my screen?
Okay, no problem. Matom, to you now. Let me just finish with Tsepo. Oh, while Tsepo is sharing his screen, Matomi, what's up? Let's talk.
Sir, it was saying Java couldn't run. I think it was talking about the virtual machine.
Oh, virtual machine. Okay. Yeah, because technically Java is actually a virtual machine, but you're saying Java couldn't run. Okay, do this for me.
Okay,
Get
now
a screenshot on WhatsApp. Oh,
okay.
now it's fine.
Now it says Java in brackets TM SE runtime environment 18.9.
Perfect.
It is okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one. So which means it's fine now. I saw a hand from, what was it? Is it Spongile?
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm good, Spongile.
I'm good,
How are
thanks.
you?
I'm good, thanks. So we should create an account before we download it. Because I clicked on the link and we should create an account.
Okay. Yeah. You created a link, and then it finished. Created an account, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing that right now, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And then Tsepo, you sorted most. You see, Java version is there. It's fine. Java version has been installed there. Don't worry about that document. But I was interested in the Java version, trying to see if your Java is actually installed or not. Yeah. So you sorted, Tsepo. You sorted.
Sir?
Yes.
Before, and also, can you please go through how do we sign, filling up those assessments again yesterday?
How do you fill out the assessment?
Yeah, like the parts that we're supposed to fill up and all that on the formative.
Or
Like
on the
for details.
on the details? Okay, let me see. Let me open that document.
So each and every part that we need to sign, so can you please show us there? Because I saw there are a lot of parts, so I'm not sure if we're supposed to sign everything and all that.
Okay, no problem. Let me just open that document so that I can see what you're talking about. Busi and Tabang. Okay, I'll just get back to you now. And just let me just finish up here. Okay, so this is what the thing I was talking about. I think it's this one. Okay, can you guys see this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is what they're talking about here. That your learner assessment plan should be filled in properly. So in your assessment plan here, the training, classroom training registers, place and planned day of the activity, and then you type the date, and then when the date started and the date when it was completed. And then from there, and then self-assessment. Okay, there are all these contracts here. I'm pretty sure here they will tell you, because I don't deal with contracts there. The assessor, when you guys had a meeting with the assessor, did you have a meeting with the assessor? And then you're going the day that you guys met the assessor, and then also that has to be you to speak about the day there when it was done there, and then here, and then they say the assessment contract and assessment plan. The assessment plan, like this is the assessment plan, basically your assessment plan, and then the formative assessments instruments and stuff. Like what they want are the dates when these things are done. For instance, then there's also the feedback. When I give you feedback and stuff, you have to fill in these dates here, and then if ever there is any research portfolio, and then you write the date when the date completed, when the date was day we were given, and the day when it was completed. So you're going to write them according to that. And then if there was any reassessment, and then all of the dates, that's what he was basically saying, that fill in the dates as when you were given, when the dates were given to you. So do not write dates that you do not, that you did not, like dates when you did not submit and things like that. And then so that like what they're trying to avoid is this whole thing of having like different dates by everyone and having dates that do not tally and do not match. So, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask him to further explain, especially this part, what exactly he meant. So for now, you guys are just going to fill in the, I'm pretty sure these fields here, probably until here, until somewhere here. But you don't have a summative right now because the summative is due the other time. So, and then you're going to do this until here, until the formative here. Then the day when you finish your formative, like for instance, today is the final day of the formative. And then when the formative was first given, you remember when we first gave you a formative task, and then the day when it was the day when you actually completed the formative. So the formative of all this, and then the unit standard, and then you're going to write the unit, in the unit standard number, the assessment contract assessment plan for each unit standard there. And then you've got the, in your learner file there, you've got the date at which it was given to you and the day it was completed. So now in this case here, okay, let me just pass here. Okay, so for the next of these things they didn't separate, so which means everything is done as one. And then now, if you notice here and then there's this self-assessment. Remember, there's something that talks about self-assessment at the very top there. So you also have to do that, this self-assessment. After you do that self-assessment and then you fill in here, and then whether you're able to comply or you're reasonable compliant or you're able to comply fully, and then you're going to finish all of these where you are talking about your unit standards here. And then from there, and then you're going to sign, including the date when you do this, and then assessment feedback report. And this is not used. This is just me, the site here, and the assessor that are going to deal with this. They are going to deal with this part here. And yeah, declaration by, and then this is the assessor that is doing all that stuff. So now, after everything here has been filled, and then that's when you can only submit, because now as long as we haven't filled this part here, let me come back here in this part, especially this, and then like you need to fill this, because when if they're empty, we're gonna have to send it back, and then we have you do a resubmission, especially after checking there. So as we said, then there was that assessor meeting that you had, and then you're gonna write the date when you had that assessor meeting. I'm pretty sure you guys still remember that. And then assessment contract, there's a date when you guys have signed a certain contract. And then this is self-assessment. Remember, self-assessment is a thing that is right at the bottom there. And then also we're going to write that. And then the date started, the day completed. And classroom training registers. These are the registers that you sign, pay each and every. Did you sign them? All of that needs to be signed until the last day when you did that module, of which the last day when you did that module was what, day before yesterday? Then that is the day of completion, day before yesterday. So I don't know if that actually answers you.
I hear you
Apple.
say.
Sorry?
I hear you say just be tricky because you forgot the date, but we'll just look for the.
Yeah. But will you be able to do that?
We'll try and make sure.
I hope you still remember your dates, because I also don't remember your dates.
That's the problem. We don't remember the dates.
Sorry?
I'm saying that's the problem, sir, because now we have to look for the dates.
Yeah, because the trick is the dates. Those dates are a problem.
Okay, so
All right. So now to attend to Busi, I'll start with Busi and then Tabang and then Asanda. So Busi, you said you have created an account and you clicked on the link again to download, but it still takes you to the same page where you signed up. And then when you sign in, afterwards, does it download for you or it doesn't download after you sign in?
Doesn't download, sir.
It hasn't downloaded even up to now.
No, sir.
Is it? Okay. Can you share your screen for a second? Let me
All
see.
right, sir. It only took me here, and then after I signed in, this is where it took me, sir.
Okay, do this then. Go back to that thingy, to the link. Close this page. Close that page there. Okay. Yeah, scroll down. Mhm. The Windows one, eh?
Should I keep scrolling?
No, I want the first one, the first development 8, 11, 18.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that one there. That one, JTK 11.0.18. Click on that. And then tick on the thing there. And then yeah, click on that. Okay, and then put your password. Don't worry, we won't see it.
Oh,
Yeah, you see it's downloading there.
thank you, sir.
Do it automatically. Yeah. And then after it's done, and then just install.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Welcome. Tabang?
Mr. TC.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm good, and you, Mr. TC?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. So you're saying that you've been trying to follow, but you lost. Where are you lost?
Like you see where you were before, the time you were sharing your screen,
Okay, the command prompt.
the command prompt, yeah.
Okay. Did you install Java yesterday or today?
I did it when I can say today, yeah, earlier today, yeah.
Earlier today. Okay. So what you simply do is run your command prompt. You want to check if Java is installed really. So run your command prompt.
That's the problem, Mr. TC, because I don't know where to find the prompt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Press Windows key. Press the Windows icon here on your. It's either on your keyboard. Just press it because we want you to run the command prompt.
Yeah, I did press it.
You pressed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you press it, then there's that search thing that comes up, isn't it? Go and click on that search thing.
Yeah.
And then type CMD.
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 Yeah. Then I see
open.
this command prompt app.
Yes. Then open that.
Oh, no. Yeah, I did open it, sir.
Okay. And then just write Java version there.
Java what?
Java space dash version.
Speech this version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just press enter and then it's supposed to show you if Java is there or not.
Oh, yeah. It's fine now.
It's fine. Cool.
Thank you.
Asanda? You're welcome, buddy. Asanda? Seems like Asanda is not here. All right. So anyway, now on this note, now this is where Tumsani?
Say,
Yes, Tumsani, how are you?
I've registered my account, but when I try to log in, like it doesn't allow me. It says like it brings me back to say sign in.
Yeah, like the time when did you see how we did it with Bosi? That's what you're supposed to do is isn't you have created an account? Just go back to your link there, and then you click on the link, and then the link is going to show you all that stuff. And then you're supposed to tick when it says you understand the Java terms and conditions, and then you're supposed to tick. And then after ticking on that, and then the moment that you tick, and then it's gonna start downloading on its own.
Can I share my screen so you can see? Say,
Okay, no problem.
I've just tried that, so it doesn't download. So
Yeah, just sign in. Your password and your username are wrong.
Oh, it's now downloading, sir.
Okay, sharp. Your password there was wrong. That's why I probably couldn't install. All right. I'm pretty sure everyone is done now. And then for those that cannot, that I left, that we haven't touched, that we haven't helped yet, you can always also watch YouTube videos. There is YouTube videos on how to install Java SDK. So you can just go on YouTube and just say how to install Java SDK, and then you see the videos. Especially choose videos that are at least less than a year old. So any video that was made this year or even late last year, like November, December, is fine. So you can make use of those. And I would rather have you guys choose at least Java 11 than to use 8, Java 11. It's because Java 8, the Oracle still supporting that one in 2019. So right now we're using 11. So anyway, now back to the status quo here. We had a bunch of things that I want us to do, but now our lesson today, it's a pity it has to end at 4, so we have like 23 minutes left. So we have to redeem time. And then we'll see on Monday. Yes, Nomfundo?
So sorry for the background noise. After the prompt, you said we must type in Java what?
I say Java version, Java dash version.
Java version. Oh, I said Java compressed. Sorry, sir. Thank you.
Java dash version, yeah. So yeah. Going back, I say that status quo. So now, when it comes to Java, there's certain things that we need to check. Let's go through that. That's what I'm going to go through. I want to go through the Java syntax for now, and then so that we explain what the Java syntax is and things like that. So according to what you guys did before, I'm going to, let me just do this. I hope this will be visible enough. I just want to share this. Okay, this is what I want to share. Can you guys see this, or it's a little bit too small? Thing is, I'm using Notepad, so Notepad doesn't zoom. This is the best that Notepad does.
Yeah, I can see.
You can see.
I can't.
Oh, you can't. Are you using a phone or a computer?
I'm using my laptop and I have an eye problem, so I can't see properly.
Is it? Oh, okay. Okay, let me see if I can just copy this one. Wait. All right. I think now I'm sorted. Let me share this one. Okay, you guys can see this now. Java syntax and things like that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now for our introduction to Java. So we'll be writing our code mostly. For now, we'll be writing our code on Notepad, and then we'll be using command prompt to actually run that code. So we'll be writing our code on Notepad, and then we'll be using command to write to run that particular code. And then later, and then we're going to have our IDEs coming into play. But for now, this is what we're using. So now the Java syntax. Now, let me do this. Before I go far, let me do this. I'll just copy a certain piece of code, and then I'm going to explain that piece of code. So now, when we are running, when we are doing Java, when we are running Java programs, yeah. So this is what happens when it comes to Java. Okay. So I have a piece of code here that we have. So I'm just going to zoom it a little bit like that. And then, so now this is basic Java syntax. Can you see this? Public class main, public static void main, string args, and then system.out print line, then hello world.
Mr. TC, we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, Mr. TC, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So now the Java syntax starts here. So with our Java syntax, it says that we start from the public class main. This is what we have, the first part there. And then we've got the public static void, which calls a certain argument. What we have inside the brackets here are called arguments. And then we've got this also, which is a function also that returns a certain argument that we have there inside. And then we've got this curly brackets that we have. Each and everything that is here has got a reason why it's there. Nothing is here by accident. So hence now what we have here, our syntax, this is the basic Java syntax. This is the most basic of Java syntax. So which means almost all programs, almost everything that says Java is going to run something like this. So which means this is where we start when it comes to Java. This is where we start. So now to explain that, what does this then mean? Notice we've got this here, main. So we've got a public class that is called main. So now what does that mean? The main method is required and you will see it in every Java program. Can you see that? This method here, the main method. You are going to see it in every Java program runs a main method. So the main method is the method that runs almost all the, like all your Java code that you have, every code that is written within the parameters of these brackets here. everything that is written inside between these two brackets, this bracket and that bracket, is actually part of the main method. So the main method is the one that is executed for you to run all these things that is inside there. So now to explain what it means there. Now, let's start here. Public static void main arguments. So now what I was talking about here, you see that this part here, that part there. So now to explain, there is a difference between this main and that main. Can you notice that this main here is a capital letter M, but this one here is a small letter M, because there are two different M's. So now this one here, as I say, that this main here is the one that is required. It's a method that is actually required in each and every Java program. But then this main here is the name of the class that you have. So now, this one is a class, but this one is a method. Those are the two differences that you actually have there. One is a class, while the other one is a method. So now, what exactly does this mean then? Then we say that the main method is required, and then, but now public static void main. See that public static void main. What does this simple mean? Now, any code that is inside the main method, you see, this method here will be executed. So now what is executed, which means this code that is inside here is the one that is executed. So every time when Java runs, it's simple running this method here. So here you've got a string, and then you've got a square bracket, and then you've got args. So now, it says don't worry about the keywords before and after the main. Don't worry about that. All these other words there before, don't worry. And then you get to know them bit by bit while we're going through. But for now, just remember that every Java program has a class name with which must match the file name, and that every program must contain a method. You see, so now what does this mean then? It means that this method here, this class here, that's what they're talking about there, that every Java program must have a class name. A class name, what is a class name? A class name is the name of the class, which is this. And then this class here that we have, which is called main, is what we call a public class. So now, what do we mean by public class? Which means public class now. But you will see, like, the more that we get into detail sometime later, we'll be diving into detail to explain to you what we mean by public. And you notice sometimes we'll be saying private. What we mean by public, what we mean by private. But even from, I'm pretty sure some of you already, in your mind, you already know what public, what private means. Public means whatever class that you have can be accessed by anything as long as it's public, because it is public. You can see it every, like you guys have got accounts on Spotify, on YouTube and stuff. And then they allow you to create like a playlist. And then in that playlist, you are allowed to choose on how to share your playlist. You can make it either private or you can make it public. If it's public, which means anyone over the internet can actually view a playlist. And then if it's private, only you and the selected other people that you allow to view your playlist can see your playlist. Hence, now you understand the difference between public and private. So public is anyone can view it, or here in this case, in this scenario, any other program or any other function, other procedure can actually view this class. But if it's private, only it can access it. See that? Because it doesn't allow anything else from outside to come into play. So, and then next part, we've got this system.out.println. So now, what don't println, I'm just saying println there. So inside the main method, we can use a system. We can use the println method to print a line of text onto your screen. Hence, you're given that. And then, so now, where is that? Oh, it's up here. So now, if you notice that as much as this here, like this part here, it doesn't seem like it is part of the main method. It is, because now notice there's this bracket here. This what we call curly brackets. This whole line here is actually inside the curly brackets, and the curly brackets are part of the main method. So which means this whole part of the line here is actually inside the main method. So now this is what we mean by that. The curly brackets or the curly braces, these curly braces there that we have, they mark the beginning and the end of a block of code. So which means the beginning and end of a block of code. So every time whenever you have like system main, so that main has got a block of code which is opening and closing there. So which means this whole entire thing that's written inside is actually part of the main method. So now if it is part of the main method there, then which means now whatever that is written inside here is part of that method that we have there. And then system like this part here, when they say system is a built-in Java class that contains useful members such as out, which is short for output, hence system.out. So which means this is short for output. And then there are many other what you call members of this built-in class, of this system class that you actually use there. You'll notice that there is a lot more that as you learn and then you discover more as we go. That it's just not enough just to stop here. And the println here method is short for print line. That was why println, print line. Hence I was busy saying print line, because println is short for print line, which is used to print a value or a file on the screen. So now, whenever that method is being called, and then every time it prints out a certain block of code. Hence, I say that this is the most basic in terms of the Java syntax. And then each and every block of code must end with a semicolon. Each and every block of code must end with a semicolon. So now, hence, if you check here, this is a block of code. It is terminated by a semicolon. But here, this is not a block of code. This here is a main class. A main what you call a main method, and then this one here is the main class. So inside a class you've got a method, and then inside a method then you've got a block of code. This here is basically when you're saying coding, this is what you do. Coding is done inside here, because this one here is given to you. This is standard code. This one here is given to you. This is standard code, but the blocks inside here, this is when you start actually coding. So when you're saying coding, so here in this case here, you're just simple coding how to print out a certain word called hello world. That's what we're simple doing there. So if you run this particular piece of code, and then it's going to return an answer, and that answer is going to say hello world. Exactly the same way that it's actually written. So this is your answer that's going to be shown here without the quotes. And the reason why we have these quotes here, I will explain in the next lesson why we actually have those quotes there. So technically, this was your basic introduction to Java. And then from here now, yes, Busi, I'm going to share the document on the group. I'm going to share it. Let me see if but I'm pretty sure you won't be able to view it on your phone store, because I think I just made it. I made it a Word document. I didn't make it a PDF. Then I think a Word document will be better, because it will allow you guys to also edit it as we go, just as part of your notes. So guys, do you have any questions? Because like from here now, and then you are going to, like now from here we are moving, and then I hope if there is any questions, and then we can address those questions now.
Mr. TC,
Yes, ma'am.
can I see how far did your command prompt go?
Nah, I didn't go. I just stopped by Java version there, so don't worry about it. And then if
Okay,
ever there's
sir.
anything, and then do it sometime next week.
All right, sir.
Because the reason why I want you, because I want you to be able to use Notepad, and then also to be able to use what you call this CMD, and then you're going to be reading your code using CMD.
Yeah,
that's
I did mine today using CMD. I ran it from CMD and then it showed me the version of the Java that I downloaded. Is that what we're supposed to do today?
Yeah. Yeah, for today, yeah.
Okay, sir.
And then because today the whole point was me introducing you to this whole Java thing there.
All right, sir.
Mr. TC.
Okay. I saw Mato and then Mangaliso.
So I wanted to ask if there's anything you would recommend for us so we can practice more before class or after class.
Yes. Okay, here. I just sent you a link on your chat. So you can use this this link here. If you click on this link here, and then it will give you a web page called W3 Schools, and then in this code, in this link, they've got everything from the beginning of Java all the way to like everything that you'll ever need about Java is there. And then you can like the lessons there, they're written in like the way that they are structured there. It's actually quite simple to follow. Then from the syntax to output to comments, variables, data type, typecasting, operators, strings, if else statements, switch everything there is, like from the beginning to the Java methods to the Java classes, excuse me. Then you're gonna have
Mr. TC. Michelle.
It's Apple. Is the class over?
I think so, Mr. Mangalis. Our facilitator, it seems like, and
Did he, or he already concluded the class?
I didn't see it.
Wanga.
Uvele washiya.
Wanga. Mangaliso, is the class out?
I don't know. That's what I was asking.
Hi.
But Wanga, it seems like Wanga is confirming it and he's saying it's over.
Oh, Edgar, we confirm it's load shedding. Maybe Mr. Tisune load shedding on his side.
Oh, okay.
You must check in the group, the message.
I guess but what is happening?
Bye, guys.
Casemiro, advanced roll. Bruno Fernandes thinks about it going from distance, drives forward, not going to be able to get the shots away now with Enzo Fernandez lurking, but he does find Casemiro. Casemiro chips it into the penalty area. Jadon Sancho gets it across the